Hey guys, Joe Seminara here with Simple Real Estate. We're going to talk about a question that came up with a couple of people writing in, and the question is, should I flip? That's a great question. You know, when you're talking about doing flips for houses, a couple of things have to come in mind. Number one, getting a good deal for the house, obviously. And a good deal doesn't necessarily mean looking at what's for sale with the real estate agent, because you are already 50% out of the game. So when I say I'm going to flip because I either knocked on someone's door and saw a dilapidated house and said, you know what, I'm going to give you X amount of money. You're going to get out of the house. You're going to be happy. And I'm going to renovate this thing and make some money. You already eliminated a couple of people in the game, right? So you got the place low. Next one is probate sales, right? You can talk about who's in probate. You can actually get a list of foreclosures from the bank. Now, all of this stuff takes a little bit of running around and time and researching, but the reality is that if you look on Realtor.com and you're looking at houses in the area, you are already going to be at a very tipping point. There's a lot of competition in the flipping game, a lot, and most of them are builders with a boat ton of money that are spitting these things out, 6 or 7 of them a week. So if you got a house, next thing you want to know is, after you've made the offer and it's been accepted, take a look at the area. Is the area going to go up? Are you capped out? If you buy a house for $50,000, you need to renovate it and sell it for $70,000, but you're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that's been on the market for 120 days for $70,000. That's got to tell you that math is not going to work. That area is not good for a flip. That area would be perfect for you to fix it up and then do some sort of a seller finance where you hold the note and the other individual owns the house and you become the bank. But as far as flipping, you want to get good deals with flips, and if you're happy making $10,000 or $20,000 on a flip, that's fine. I'm not, because $10,000 or $20,000 on a flip is very risky. That market can go down like wildfire in the middle of you're fixing this up. Now, we flip houses pretty quick. I can get a house renovated in and out in 4 weeks. If you're not that versed to this, and you're kind of a new timer with flipping houses, it will take you a lot longer to get a team together, and especially if you're going to be the chief cook and bottle washer and expect to do everything in that house yourself, it's going to take even longer, right? So you have to have a team go in there quick and flip it, because while you're holding on to the property, you're still paying the taxes. So you want to be able to get this stuff, flip it quick, and decide what you want to do. If you're going to do a 1031 exchange or something like that, where you're going to roll that property into another one to avoid the capital gains tax, your accountant will fill you in a little bit more on that. So the flipping game is great. I mean, I had one time in the Hamptons in New York, there was a small bungalow that was all the way out in the Hamptons. I mean, this thing was a shack. It was falling down, and the other houses around at minimum were $350,000. I got this shack for $195,000. I mean, the whole thing totally needed to be redone. But I ended up making $60,000 on that flip, and that was like, I mean, I put together like real cheap stuff, cheap tile, linoleum. I mean, I did not go crazy at all, because it was sort of like on the beach by the water, and it was just going to be like one of those surf houses. But you know, that's a good deal. And how I got that deal is, an old man, old lady had that property from the '60s, and they were in Florida, and they were just liquidating everything, and word got through the vine. I went down there and made the deal. But I think that the flip game is very good. You have to put together a team really quick. You need to have a great price. You know, don't be scared of knocking down the doors either. I do that too. If I'm driving by a house and I see a house that's falling down, I'll knock it down. I say, hey, would you ever think about selling the house? You know, you are $20,000 ahead of the game, $20,000 or $30,000 ahead of the game, just by doing that and trying to make a cash offer. So all those things are really important for the flipping game. And don't be scared to walk the aisles of Home Depot or Lowe's and get really familiar with the pricing on what everything's going to cost. New toilet bowl, new sink, and stuff like that. That's part of being a flipping master. So I hope this video made sense. If it did, like the button, share, comment below. By commenting below, you're actually showing some of our other viewings and audience members too your experience and your stories behind it too, because let's face it, helping everyone is going to help yourself as well. Vice versa, we're going to share information and try to make the most money we can. So flipping houses is great. Follow my simple rules. I've done many flips over the years and I've never gotten burned with a flip. And another thing about a flip too, don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't look at a $300,000 house and say, well, I can get $600,000 that. A $300,000 house means much more square footage, and you're going to have to do that much more work, which is going to cost you more in materials and more in labor. Don't lose your shirt. Go small, go quick, and keep turning and burning. All right, like this video, and on the next video we're going to talk about rentals a little bit, since that seems to be my forte. I'll tell you why I like those as opposed to flips on the next video.